You ain't loud. You talk
My name
soft.
is Miss Brenda, and I'm going to sing it from the mountain
Handle your
top.
business, dear Miss Brenda.
My name is Brenda Sheree Manning. Let me tell you something about this homeless situation. Now, you guys have no clue to what it is, but I'm going to keep this real. Now, I'm dressed like that because they don't fucked up my clothes. I went there. My heart condition, everything has so now nutrition. I've always been a skinny motherfucker, but this Brenda is not the Brenda. This is still Brenda, despite what you're looking at right now. I am educated. I went to Marysville. Now, the judge that sent me to Marysville because I was born gifted with a brain. I only had one C in my life, and I freaked out. My parents thought I was on my period. No, it fucked with my GPA. So I strive, I worked, I put the good work in. The same Judge Sennenberg, my parents begged me, don't send Brenda. Brenda's not going to survive.
Let me get a look.
Survive it.
Let me
penitentiary.
try to let's narrate through through your story.
Okay. I
Um,
was about to get you this involved.
so Miss Brenda, how old are you?
I'm 60 years old.
60 years old. Were you raised in a two-parent household?
I was raised in a loving. I'm the eldest of 8. But I'm from Norfolk, Virginia. My mother married a man in the Navy, and he adopted me. He wanted me to be his daughter. So he moved us to Cleveland. That's how I came to this one.
So you were born in Virginia, but you came to Cleveland.
Yeah, came to Cleveland.
Okay.
And then subsequently, I only lived here until when I got to the 5th grade. I was in Prospect. My father didn't want to. He retired from Lincoln Electric. I came from both hard-working parents. So he moved us to 100-acre farm out in Leroy Township in Lake County. So we were the only African Americans. Some of them, they only saw us on TV, but we worked there like what they saw. That we were educated.
See, this is a personal thing for
so,
me because you said something. You said, well, I don't understand, and you said you guys don't understand and you don't know. 2010, I was in the shelter down across the street from Payne there.
I was working downtown in Common Pleas Court.
And I wasn't even in my addiction. I was coming from the penitentiary. I've been clean since 2006, but it was a women's shelter on 17th.
I didn't know nothing.
And it was
when I worked
terrible.
around the corner, I worked at Common Pleas. I had no idea that there was a women's shelter.
You worked at Common Pleas doing what?
I was first paralegal for Judge Jones Sennenberg.
I know John Sennenberg.
I worked with him.
I got 6 penitentiary numbers.
Oh, I only got that one. That was enough. That was enough. But through that,
Mine was more than enough, but because I suffer from the addiction of crack cocaine, it made me dash in and out the stores. It made me sell dope. It made me do a lot of things that took me. I took myself.
It had me selling my soul. And I didn't like the way my mom was looking at me.
That's a powerful statement. You didn't like the way your mother was looking at you because she seen a different person.
I was that different person. It took the hard knocks. Because I've learned from experience that I am sitting on the ground. I bet you I can get up this pole if I need to.
What you no, you don't need to.
No.
What when you worked for Judge Sennenberg, were you in active addiction then or no?
That's how I got out. She saved my life.
She saved your life. That's an amazing thing. What made you? What were the circumstances that made you jump off the porch? And how old were you?
You know what? When my crack addiction, after all of the turmoil and the self-hate, one day I was in my bathroom, 8 ball sitting on my kitchen table, and I kept looking. I'm crying because I wanted to. So I said, something told me I was going to take a shower. I took all my clothes off. Something said, be still. All I know is I laid on the bathroom floor crying. And I said, Heavenly Father, Jehovah, I can't do it for me. I said, the first thing that came out of my mouth came out of my soul and said, take the taste out of my mouth. And it did. Because I tried to chew it 3 more times, and I was like, and I ain't touched it since March 13th.
So no rehab?
No nothing.
No behavioral...
Same with my uterine cancer. I after I was T-boned, I'm crippled up because this girl, I'm going 71 South. She was coming 71 North. I'm going to see. I'm the eldest of 8. See my siblings. I'm 6 and the youngest one is 27. I done read all of their college degree. I made sure you keep your ass. She T-boned. She was so desperate. She almost killed me. I'm in the hospital like this. And then during that period, I found out she was a 17-year-old white girl. It was so bad, her being trafficked. She wanted out. So she got ejected through the window. Now the one nigga that was in there, they 30, 40 years old, this white girl. And he got crippled up. He subsequently died, but the one that's alive, I told him, you will never get out of this country. He said, well, you live, why you salty? I said, I ain't doing this for me. I'm doing it for her. I'm her voice.
Right.
To cause a person to just do that, there is no God in me.
And that's what brought you out of addiction, God.
Yeah.
See, the
They
thing
brought me
is,
out of everything. They told me I wouldn't walk again.
and see, I understand the credit that you gave Judge Sonnenberg, but I also still have to give the glory to God because He's
all
what,
day.
He's
all
what
day.
brought me through. You know, God is what brought me through, out of active addiction, wanting a better lifestyle, a healthier
We're living
lifestyle.
proof.
Because yes, we are. Because a lot of times we can be clean, but we're not sober. I ain't used a drug in such and such amount of years, but I still have those addictive behaviors, that stinking thinking. My thinking is still thinking, and it will be until the day that I die. But what I've done is, you know, practice just prayer, because I found that nothing else works for me.
Nothing.
The only thing that works for me to keep me clean and sober is God. Without God, I have nothing. Nothing at all.
I started praying in front of everybody because China them then they ain't got. And I used to, you know, we're human. And I always go back to this prophet. When Jesus Christ was on the cross, a lot of people don't understand when He said, "My Father, why have you forsaken me?" That was the human in Him, because Jesus, He never. He had footprints in the sand.
Yeah, because He carried me.
He said you wouldn't leave me in that world. Where were you? There's only the one footprint. Nigga, I was carrying your ass.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. What brought you here? What are the damaging consequences that brought you here?
Okay, it's finally taking me to this because He wanted me to learn something, and I know what it is now. Because I've been here over 8 months. On the way back from all this, I'm kind of walking, hobbling and everything. My husband, he's a white male. He's married 33 years. Engineer from NASA and retired to time. But anyhow, he had a heart attack, massive. He has massive heart problems. Could croak any minute. We all could. But anyway, he had the house remodeled, and the people who we contracted subcontract to this individual. I have a ranch. My house is in the Midwest. Fortunately, it's all brick because it burned half of my damn house. So
is that
I'm
how you wound up here?
So that, and I'm welcome to the normal her. So when I got here, I was like.
So let me ask. So were any resources provided for you? Because from January to now, we're in the 9th, going on the 10th month. That's a long time that you guys have insurance,
Anything I want to do, I have a navigator. You know what she told me? Tracy said, well, Miss Brenda, you gonna be all right. You got money. I got more than money. I got this. So if you put me here and other than that, people and raggedy, He only gonna give you just what He only gonna give you. He ain't gonna give you nothing you can't handle. And I thought, well, when I got here, it breached my relationship with Him.
But I also,
I'm loved, but then I learned a lesson.
So I have to kind of stay on my format here with my interviews.
Okay.
I need to kind of figure out the core of your situation.
Okay.
You know, from crack cocaine use,
Yeah,
here
house fire,
getting clean.
Cancer, okay, so here I am now.
Here you are now. Why are you still here?
Why am I still here? Guess what? God is good, because I just got out of the hospital. I found out I had a heart.
Why you still here at the shelter? Why you still at the shelter?
Okay, I'm about to tell you. One of the girls who took care of me, she was my home health aide. This is 8 years ago. She saw on Facebook that I was in the shelter. She came to Cleveland Clinic 9:30 in Newbury because I was there 7 days. She spent the last 4 days every day coming to see me. This young girl who I tutored. She was struggling with her studies at Tri-C. I tutored her and she never forgot me. She showed up at the hospital. She said, Miss B, I got a place for you, but it's a bunch of stairs. She owns an apartment building over there off West 25th. It's fully furnished. She put a projector TV, possibly, and all I got to do is get 2 or 3 beds. I prayed for this one bed for the business that God gave me to. She come to pick me up today.
How did you start using crack cocaine?
My uncles and them, all them, my mother was the eldest, 17, I'm the eldest. All 8 of her brothers have been in every joint in the state of Ohio, and they were dealing, and the stuff was there.
So who told you use this crack cocaine?
Well, I have 2 cousins who are officers.
So
And they
listen,
were with the dope boys studying, they were female. And I wanted to try it, and they gave it to me. And I
there
liked
we
it.
go. Now see, now we getting somewhere. You
And
wanted
I
to,
liked it.
you wanted to try it, but see, in order to give up a solution, I got to find out what the core of
and
the
I liked
problem
it.
is.
And then it was free. I smoked like a broke stove.
Wasn't free because listen,
Yeah, I know.
look at the
Until
damage
it
and
was-
consequences
well,
that happen. No matter how much of it somebody
It was
give
a
you,
lesson.
eventually you got to pay for it.
Yeah, ain't that in a business course, the first thing they teach you is ain't no free lunch.
True story.
Ain't no free lunch.
So this is only part 1 of the interviews. You know, I got a couple other people to interview, but I need to ask you something. Speak to the youth of America and tell them why they should never choose this lifestyle of drugs and alcohol and partying and stuff like that.
Okay, y'all gonna
50
be hard.
words or less. Just tell the youth
Okay.
why they should never pick up crack cocaine, even if they think it's free.
Look, it is called, I have turned it, you know what it is? Because you become a slave. That pipe in your mouth, to this day, I don't even vape. And they say, well, it's just got weed in it. I don't care. I'm not putting my mouth on that glass dick. Don't do it.
That's a good way to end this video. God bless you.